All right, I have a question that's been submitted by a student, and so I thought that we should probably go over it because it's absolutely worthwhile in discussing. Okay, here we have this problem that says we've got this function right here, and it says on this interval, we're supposed to use a graphing utility to graph this function on this interval and approximate any local maxima or local minima. Then we're supposed to determine where the function is increasing and where it's decreasing. All right, well, right here in our question or our answer spot, we have a lot of clues going on for us. So first of all, where it says use a graphing utility, graph the function for -6 is less than x is less than 4. This is what we want to set our window at for our x's. And then it says -25 less than y less than 10. Well, again, this is what we want to use to set our window for our y values. And then we're going to choose the correct graph. Okay, I'm going to switch over to my calculator so you can see. I've already entered the function into the y1. That's the -0.4 x cubed minus 0.7 x squared plus 5x minus 4. Now, in order to get the graph the right way, we need to go in and manually change the window. So right here where our window settings, where our window button is, we're going to click that, and we're going to change the x's to go from -6 to 4. Now that will change the window. I don't know if you can see my graph over here where it has changed it going from, it was -10 to 10. Now it's going to be from -6 to 4. Now I'm going to skip the X scale. X scale is the tick marks. So those are each worth 1. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to skip down to the Y's, and I'm going to change that to -25 for the Y min and leave the Y max at 10. Now that I've set the window properly, I'm going to hit graph, and now we can see what the picture is that we're looking for. So we could choose that on our paper. Now it says for us to find the maxima and the minima, so we're going to go through and do that on our calculator. We have a minimum value here and a maximum value here. In order to find the minimum, we go second trace and choose number 3 for minimum. And here's where we have to be on the left hand side. So we want to scoot our arrow over to the left and hit enter. And then we want to scoot our arrow over to the right for the right bound and hit enter. And then for the guess, we hit enter. Now you're going to make note of these numbers. So on your paper, I would write this. The minimum is -2.71 and -14.73, rounded to 2 decimal places. And then let's quickly find the maximum. So we'll repeat the process. Second trace. We're going to choose number 4 this time for maximum. And we're going to scoot over. So I'm going to go over here so that I'm on the left-hand side of that maximum and hit enter. And now I'm going to arrow over to the right side for the right bound and hit enter. And then hit enter again for the guess. And make note of these numbers. Okay, now that I know all the information that I need, I'm going to go back to my answer choices here. Okay, and for this problem, according to the graph that we saw, our the correct picture would be this A. So I'm going to, I don't know if I can check that here. Should be able to. No, I can't. Okay, that's all right. It would be this A right here. Oh, there we go. And now for our next part, if we made note of these points here, then we should be able, remember this point here and this point here, we wrote that down so that we would know what that was. The local maximum then we found to be the point 1.54 comma 0.58. Now here this is asking it for us backwards, so we'd have to enter the y value and then we'd have to enter the x value of 1.54, and that should be correct. And then same thing for the minimum. We already found that, so that would be -14.73. It's asking us for the y value first and then the x value of -2.71.